So I have a real interest in the nature of the orgasm. And I'm not just talking about the ecstatic extaculation, that temporary moment of bliss beyond measure when we lose ourselves and find ourselves, right? There's an absolution, a disintegration, and a reintegration. There's an apotheosis when we blow our load. I get it. It's magnificent. It's mechanical. It can be deconstructed. It can be explained. But what I'm interested in is what it tells us about consciousness and self-awareness, right? When we witness that ecstatic disintegration, when we finally lose ourselves in something happens, right? Most people are familiar with how good it feels to lose ourselves in an orgasm. Very few people spend time talking about what just happened. Let's talk about the metaphysics of it. Let's talk about the supernatural charge of an orgasm. I mean, is there anything that feels as good? Is there anything more addicting? Is there anything more desirable than to lose ourselves in fuck? You know, I think about this all the time. Since the time that I lost my virginity, I wanted to philosophize about what had just transpired. I wanted to understand where I went, where we went. There's an element of intersubjectivity. There's an element of sexually enabled telepathy. There's an element of feeling merged and connected to your lover in ways you never knew were possible. There's a kind of mind and body smearing. There's a loss of self. There's a loss of identity. There's a loss of ego. But awareness persists, right? You drown in ecstasy, but you don't panic, right? You die, but without fear. There's a reason that orgasm is called the little death. And maybe we can take some comfort in knowing that this kind of surrender, that this little death results not in our non-being, but rather in our rebirth. And maybe there's something to be learned from that. Maybe there's something to be taken from that. That maybe we shouldn't fear the things we fear. That maybe we shouldn't hold on so tightly to ourselves, but rather be willing to surrender.